Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Keep It Concise. Let's get into the show. Yo. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Concise with the Keep It Concise podcast every Sunday evening around 10 to 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I appreciate everybody that continues to come through. And shout out to my boy Neil. Blessings to you, bro. Appreciate you always tuning in, man. We have an interesting topic tonight. And if you really want to know, I have some slides. IG, what's going on, everybody that's coming through. Campo, Tractor Trailer, Gabby, Done Cuts, Kenny Duncan, Blessings, 003 Gaming. If y'all really want to see everything that I'm talking about, same as my Instagram name, Concise the Barber. Go on YouTube and you will see the live and you'll catch the live. And I have some slides on basically what I'm talking about. Because I think this is kind of important. I ain't gonna say kind of, but it is important for us to understand just barbering. And everything that kind of the things that we need as barbers. Like, it's not just about the cut, and I'm really going to talk about what I mean by that. But you really need to see the slides. So if I was y'all, I would hop on YouTube. But if not, you'll still hear the conversation, but you just won't see the slides. But yeah, for all those that are here tonight, this evening, shout out where you from, where you tuning in at. I would love to know where my audience is coming in from, and I appreciate y'all. Continue to tune in. Like, there's mad stuff going on today and still this evening. There's games still going on, and everybody's just where they're at, and y'all still come in on the Keep It Concise podcast. So I appreciate y'all, man. I have been, like, honestly just been head down. I honestly think I have content overload, and if anybody that does content knows exactly what I mean, is that I have so much content that needs to get done, and either that is already recorded and I have to edit and all this other jazz, and I have at least about 5 to 6 things all in process. So to me, it's like, man, it's just crazy. But I want to talk about some things about, it's not just about the haircut. And if you think you might know what I'm talking about, just put it in the comments. What do you think where I might be going with this topic? Who do we got? We got bad news. What's going on? CTP, you know what it is. What's up, Tom? KD's RCS from PA. Blessings. Shout out to the PA family. Ocala, Ocala, Florida. See, Virgin Islands. I ain't even gonna say Saint Croix. Yeah, I ain't even gonna try to. Who? That's it. Saint Croix. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But y'all never really see me with my glasses on either, because I mainly rock my contacts. But I had to switch it out, man. Let my eyes breathe from contacts. So y'all might see me more often like this. But I'm gonna get it to a place where y'all ain't seeing the glare. Let me see if this is one of them. No, it's just this one. Okay, so no, it's okay, because I don't want to mess up the lighting, to be honest. The lighting is like kind of perfect. So all right, so for those that are on YouTube, bad news, yes, every Sunday. This is where I'm going with this, right? I have a question. Why barbers aren't using the tools that could level up their business? That's a question. Why? And honestly, what tools do you think I could be talking about? Why are barbers are not really using the tools that could level up their business? And the reason why I want to talk about this is because it seems like every barber is focusing in on just trying to cut hair the best out of everybody, right? And honestly, there's nothing wrong with that, but that's just a percentage of being a barber. Getting better at cutting hair is just a percentage. It's just a percentage. There's other things in this industry that you're going to have to focus in on. So why aren't we using the tools that could level up the business side. So that's my question. What do you think that what do you think um that you can level up in other than just learning how to cut hair better? What is something that your business really needs? And we're gonna talk about some stuff. So you said it's too expensive for some, the classes cost. Okay, yeah. So even with the classes, because I came on here before and said that elevating your skills of knowing how to cut hair, your shear work, all of that stuff. Yeah, it's going to cost. Going to expos costs, education it costs, but there are tools that we really can use that doesn't really cost that much. We just don't utilize them. Like we really don't focus in on how to keep elevating our business. Like we want to give out one clean let's be real quick. We want to give out one clean cut, right? Like a clean cut. And once that client leaves, we just want people running in because everybody that they was around seen their haircut and says, "Yo, where'd you get your haircut from? I need a book with them ASAP." And by the time they leave, within 10 minutes, you want to get bookings from that. I think that's like every barber's so-called dream. Like that's how you want it to be. You want to cut, like you want your cut to be so nice that that's literally what's bringing in your clientele. But what if I told you that that is the one of the most, it's like it's one healthy way to get clientele, yeah, but you actually are probably doing a disservice to your business if that's the only way you're focusing on. So let me get some of these comments. I seen whack barbers making more money than barbers that are nice because they popping on social media. Okay, so we're gonna talk about that a little bit. Customers' problem solving skills is very important. Very much so. That is. Big boss, what's going on? Why aren't barbers using the tools that can help them level up their business? Okay, so let's pin you. Okay, I don't even know how to do that. Do I star it? No, you can't pin it. Just leave it up. Okay, so yeah. Well, no, I don't have to because it's right here. The question's right there. So why barbers aren't using the tools that can level up their business? So yeah, the thing is this: using social media is definitely a healthy tool to use. But I will have to say that there's even more than that. So let's talk about these right here. Let's focus in on these. These can help your business. Google can definitely help your business. Chat GPT can definitely help your business. Canva can help your business. And definitely, most definitely, a booking app can help your business. All of these can help elevate your business. How many of us, honestly, are looking into softwares or looking into different angles to help elevate your business other than just cutting hair? Like, this is the part I feel like some of us are missing. And I honestly feel like there's some OGs, there's nothing wrong with it, but there's some OGs, they have a system where they don't even look at, well, I don't need no chat GPT, I don't need no Canva, I don't need no booking app. In me, honestly, I think that there's some things that the OGs have, if they did utilize, let's say Canva and chat GPT, they can teach some new barbers some things because uh, they're using these tools that can help us figure out how to go about things. Like having your business on Google, it's Google. Who doesn't go on Google? How are you a barber and don't have your business on Google? I should be able to know how to search you or that shop on Google. Like that to me is an automatic. Now, the booking app conversation can keep going, right? Some people like it, some people don't. But when I say elevate, a booking app is going to help elevate your business. If we are all speaking the same language and we're trying to elevate, each and every last one of these can help. Chat GPT is probably one of the most slept on ones that, even as a barber, when I talk about these things to other barbers, you'll be surprised how many people do not use Chat GPT. Canva. Honestly, y'all, everything you see right now on this screen is because of Canva. This slide is because of Canva. What I'm presenting to you is something that I created in Chat GPT and Canva. I use both of these so I can do this podcast for y'all this week. And I'm not even going to tell y'all how fast I did this. This stuff is not hard, but we choose not to use any of this stuff because we say, I'm good. I don't need all of that. I just need to cut hair and be the nicest in the town and call it a day. Let me tell you something. It's 2025. If that's still your same mindset by 2026, 2027, and all of this stuff that's going on right now, especially with the AI, you might get left behind. Like, for real. Like, I'm not even playing. You might get left behind. If you do not know how to set up your Google business page by now, you need to catch up ASAP. I'm so serious. ChatGPT is a beast. Like, that's something I could talk about for days. How I use ChatGPT, some people will never probably use it to that extent. But I use it because there's multiple things that I do. Like, I'm not just a barber, I'm a content creator, so there's other things that I need for it. But also, I look at this, ChatGPT can help you with your finances. ChatGPT can help you with contracts. It can help you with so much stuff that people don't even know how to use it. But at the same time, I don't think some barbers don't even question how to get to an elevated space. All they want to do is get the newest tools and get the crispiest cuts and want to be known for that. You want somebody that's well known to call you up like, yo, I seen your cuts. They look crazy. Somehow I was randomly on Instagram and I seen that the post you made every other day, maybe a few days or something like that. And I'm like, you know what? I want him to be my barber. Yo, do y'all realize how many nice barbers there is out today? Like, for real. Like, everybody, excuse me, most people nowadays, especially because how the learning curve is today, the access to the stuff you have today, y'all are learning a lot faster how to cut hair. So if everybody can cut hair great, then what? What makes you different? If you know how to use other tools, I'm telling you, you're going to separate yourself from others. So that being said, this is how this stuff can help you. A Google business profile. Clients find you when they search barber near me. If you want to elevate, that is one of the most common things that you need to have. ASAP. Chat GPT, free marketing assistant, captions, replies, content ideas. Chat helps with so much. That could be another thing that I could talk about, another class or something like that down the road, because once you realize how to use chat, honestly, it's kind of like game over. And then if you take out the time to know how to use Canva, designs, clean price lists, IG posts, promos, like Canva, I don't know how to operate my business without a tool like Canva. So as barbers, we have to understand it's not just about the cut, the clean cut. There's more. Like today, not today. Last week, I still have clients coming in that think it's so dope that they could tap their phone on my phone and pay for their booking. Like, they be like, oh, we can just do it like this now. Oh, that's dope. I'm like, yeah, we've been doing this for some time. We've been doing this for some time. And some people are not even realizing that they can do that, because my booking software offers that you can just tap the phone. So to some of y'all not surprised, but some of y'all are probably like, wait, you can do that? Yeah, you can do that. So the ease of that, You know, I have clients that leave like, hey man, just charge the card, man. Have a good day. All right, I got you. Boop, one button, charge card. Hey, the app lets them know, hey, do you want to rebook? You can rebook within the next 2 weeks. And from my phone, they can do their own rebooking. So it's stuff like this, y'all, that appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So it's stuff like this that if you know how to utilize these tools, right, it elevates your business. And I guarantee you, your clients are not going to just talk about your cut. They're going to be talking about how you do business. And I'm going to tell you right now, literally, Google reviews is a great thing, but Google reviews is not just about the cut, but also about how you do business. So if you're not even on Google and people don't know how you do business, what do you want them to do? What do you want them to do? So let's get into some of these comments. Maybe they don't want the tools that they need to know to level up. Maybe they don't know what tools they need to level up. Okay, Neil, and that's true. And that's true. Maybe some of us don't know, right? However, I also think this. If you are a barber and you're seeing that, let me just say it like this. If you're a barber and you're thinking about leveling up, thinking outside the box is one of those things that it comes natural for a barber in a sense. And this is what I mean. When you're in a barber shop, right? And everybody's cutting hair and everybody's giving the same service. Every barber has to come to a place where it's like, how am I going to be different? So every barber has to figure that area out. How they're going to do it. You might do the hot towels different. You might do your shaving process different. You might speak to your clients different. You might take that extra step. You might take a little bit more 5 minutes, or you might be the quickest one. Like what you have to find your niche. So they might not know the tools. The tools are out there, but I also feel like there's so much out there for us to understand. Honestly, if I can find this stuff, y'all can too. If I can utilize, there's nothing different about me from any one of y'all, other than the fact that I'm constantly thinking of how do I make this process more smoother, more streamlined, more easier, more effective, more impactful. It's a state of mind thing. For to say that they don't know what's out there, all of us know that there's financial tools that are out there, right? And there's people that utilize them and say, hey, these tools are great. But then you got those that were like, well, I don't know how to do all of that. Well, that's true. But if Myron Golden said, if you say you don't know how to do something and then the next 30 days pass and you still don't know how to do that thing, then guess what? You truly don't want to know how to do it. And that's just a fact. You got to at least know something, learn some knowledge of that thing you say you don't know how to do. So it's stuff like that. It's stuff like that. What else I got on here? Okay, no, we're not going to go there yet. But to me, this is why it's important for us to, how can I say this? Know what to invest in, how to invest in it. Honestly, listen to those that really challenge us in healthy ways. Because if not, then you're just coasting with everybody else. And that's not the plan, right? That's not the plan. The plan is not to like camouflage in with everybody else. What makes you different? How can you impact? Like, and I'm not saying to force yourself to be different in certain things, but just naturally, because each and every last one of us is different. We all have something that to offer. So we all have to figure that out. And I think that clean cuts is great, but there are tools that can help you. Like I know people that are dope. Like when I say dope of creating certain type of content or creating certain type of thumbnails and all of that. There are some things that I just like I don't have a knack for, but there are some things I do. And that goes for you too. We just got to utilize the tools. You might have dope ideas, but you don't know how to, what to do about them. Why don't you put your ideas in Chat GPT and see how you can execute them? Because some people, we even struggle with knowing how to talk to Chat GPT. If I was y'all, I would get on Chat GPT. I would pay the $20 and get on it. This ain't a paid promotion or nothing. I'm just telling y'all, the things that I utilize. Your Google business, you got to get on it. And if anybody says, well, how do I go about my Google business? There's probably at least 500 videos on YouTube right now that can help you set up your Google business. It's just all about taking out the time to invest that. All right, let me see what you got. The new generation don't know what's a good cut is anymore. That was back in the 90s where you get clients off a nice job you done and people used to ask where you get your cut from. Yeah, that used to work. Back in the day, that's how it worked. It's like the same thing when it came to like the music industry. Back then, you had cassette tapes, and stuff dropped at a certain time. Or the first time they said the first time you're going to hear this song, it's going to be on the radio, and people will put in the cassette tape in their stereo and hit the record button, and that's how you and that's how you got songs from the radio. So what I'm saying is back then that stuff works. You know what I mean? But now we have so much stuff, so much access to stuff, so much information, so much knowledge. You just need to know how to utilize it. And the tools that I said, I'm telling y'all right now, if y'all get on this, man, y'all use these. Honestly, like you will do your business will elevate. If you master, let me just say this, you got to master Google, master the Google business, make sure that you're searchable. That's just automatic. Even if you just master Canva, Google and Canva, you will be okay. You master Chat GPT, you're going to be a beast. And I think the booking app is just common sense. That's just me, to be honest. Just to be honest. So if I was y'all, I would take your business more serious. I would see how you can elevate. If you already do all four of those things, I guarantee you there's more that we can utilize that can actually make it more easier. You know, then we can start talking about having a team, creating a team, because some people have a team, some people don't have teams. How do you even get a team? What is the way to go about that? You know, how do you go about that? So that's just some of the stuff I wanted to talk about before we get into anything else. And before I take any other questions, if anything, y'all have anything else y'all want to talk about, I just want to let y'all know it's not just about having clean cuts. It's not. Clean cuts is not always going to cut it, because right down the street, somebody cuts just like you or even close. Like for real, for real. So that being said, just elevate your business, learn some more new tools. Those are some of the ones I suggest, especially if you're a beginning barber. Know how to operate your business, get it in Google. Honestly, if you didn't set up your EIN, if you don't have any insurances, this is where Chat GPT can really help you, because now you can really hone in on, like, you are the avatar. So, hey, I'm in New York. I'm this type of barber. I have this EIN, and I need to know all the insurances that I need to operate in a booth setting, or what's the other one? Commission based. I was about to say something else, or commission based. And chat can help you navigate that. Honestly, you know what I mean? So that being said, man, let's get on it. IG, I'm about to hop off. Y'all gotta get back. Y'all gotta get on YouTube. All right, let me see. Nick said, "This is why I join the live every Sunday. Always something to learn. Appreciate you, man. Hopefully this information is really helping y'all out." Mr. Williams, going on? What's going on, man? Yeah, I checked on those Google searches. Those packages have a fee though. What packages have a fee? The Google searches? What are you talking about? Setting up your business on Google? You said it's a fee? For Google search. So what I'm saying is you can set up your Google business on Google for free. It doesn't cost. Now, if you're talking about Google Ads, that's different. That's pushing out your business. I'm saying that your business needs to be searchable. So when people do see a cut from you, they know how they can reach you up. Like they can look you up on Google. Like if y'all do a Google search Divine Hair Studios, I didn't pay nothing for that. I just set up my Google business. You search that, you're going to see me and my wife shop. This be searchable. That's just like automatic. Yeah, yeah. You good. All right. Other than that, y'all have any questions? Doesn't have to be this topic, but if you have anything else to talk about or any questions about it, let me know. If you want to talk about any other stuff going on in the industry, something that you noticed, something you like, dislike, product wise, whatever, doesn't matter to me. We could chat for a bit, but I wanted to get that information out to y'all so y'all can be active. And that's the thing, y'all. We got to be active. Like I can give y'all this information every Sunday. Every Sunday. It's just like how a preacher can give you a word every Sunday. But throughout the week, you got to be active. You got to be in the word throughout the week, every day. You should have something. You should have this near you every day. You know, I got my notebook here right next to me every day. That junk look like me, right? But nah, like for real, you need to be active. You need to activate what you say, who you are, and what you can do, and how you want to serve, and about your business. I got an idea on how to get clients. Are you letting people hop on the live? Oh, if you want to hop on, I can give you a quick, 5-10 minutes. So come on through, and you can hop on. Just to let y'all know, my channel, I'm not saying anybody has ever done this, but I'm just saying this, but no foul language or anything of that nature. If we can just keep it all nice and clean, be good to go. But other than that, yeah, you could definitely hop on. You can hop on. Just use that email, and I'll send you a link. But if y'all want to talk about something, we can talk about it. I'll give you the link one more time. I'm not sure if you got it. And while I'm waiting, you already know. Go ahead and screenshot this. Save yourself some bread if you're in the market, just so you can have some discount codes. All right. Let's see. I'm still waiting on your email. But any other questions? I got these right here. You guys are going to get this week. I'm not sure exactly what day, but y'all will get the concise review on these bad boys right here. I finally got enough information that I need from these. And yeah. What's the difference between the new EXO2s and the EXO Black Label Edition, Special Edition? Big Boss, that's a good question. So one of the main differences, one of the main ones is the motor. Well, two. There's two. The motor and the cutting blade. So I don't think the Black Label Edition, let me just double check because I could be wrong. And I'll be trying to remember all this stuff, but there is a lot of stuff that I use. But let's see. The Black Label Edition. And let me just go to specs. I just want to make sure I'm right. Yeah, so this I don't think the label edition is brushless. It's not a brushless motor. The brushless motors only are in the Phenom trimmer and also the GTX XO2. And also the other difference is the cutting blade. The cutting blade on the M-Force blade on the black ones is not the same. If I'm mistaken, y'all can let me know. But I don't think that it's the same. So the two main differences is the motor and the cutting blade. You know what's crazy? Because I can go on YouTube and see my own video. And I can tell you in 2.5 seconds. All right, here we go. I'm gonna check. Let me see. Did I get all right. I got your I'm gonna send you the link right now. All right, sent you the link. Let me know when you got it. So let's look at this real quick because I'm thinking that the main difference is the blade. So let's see. I'm gonna turn this on. All right, man. Come on. Let me go to the window. Yeah, so that's a different cutting blade. All right, so I was right. The cutting blade is different. That's why. Oh, come on, let me get out of here. Okay, really? Okay, sorry about that. What size comparison would you make for the low pro compact clipper? Most of the compacts are all the same size. They're all around about 6 inches in length. So most of them, like the Babyliss T45, the compact clipper, the the shorty clipper, the metal instincts. Um, there's more. The Red Pro. Um, yeah, the Saber tools. The Saber tools might be just little bit longer, but those are all about the same. Thinking about getting one, but I have Saber already. Gotcha. So bad news. Kind of waiting on you. If y'all have any other questions, y'all can let me know. And I just did this video. Who was it? Big Boss. I did this video talking about the GTX. Uh, talking about the GTX blade. I think it's my most recent video. So if you go there, um, you'll see the whole breakdown, and I'll show you right here. Why is it doing this? I know why. Never mind. I'm not even gonna worry about it. Let's put me down here. So if you see this one right here, it says GTX blade. I do a whole breakdown on the blades. I talk about the OG all the way until like the new ones, even the Phenom. I even had the Phenom in this video, so check that video out. I definitely think that you'll like it. I got the compact and the Saber too. I'll check the size. Okay, go ahead, Des. I think they're close in size, but the Saber twos might be just a little bit bigger, but I think they're close in size. Majority of them are around 6 inches. I think I did a compact clipper. Let me see. It's dope. Y'all asking these questions. I feel like I got answers to them because I just did a compact clipper. Look. For those that are asking this question, I'm gonna add this to the screen again. Remove. Y'all see this? It says compact clippers. Look. Compact clippers. Let me see. When do I look? Basically the same weight. I mean, same height. See? Yeah, the Black Label edition is is basically the same as the second edition of the black version of the GTX. The main difference between that and the Black Label trimmer was the M-Force blade. So yeah, I did a whole video on the compact. I should check that one out too. That one's kind of dope. I got the same. Now, this is how you know this is bad. Y'all see this video? Y'all see this video? Look at my outfit that I got on right now. It's the same. It's the same exact shirt, the same exact hat that I had on here, man. That's crazy. Wow. All right, so we got our guest. Let me go ahead and get this set up the right way, so we can introduce him correctly. Because I don't want to do this any other way. So let's go ahead and hit this bad boy, and let's add him in. Hello.
Hey, what's up, man? Appreciate you letting me in the live.
No problem, man. What's going on with you?
No, man. Basically, this is my situation. Hold on. I got a newborn baby. I want to wake up.
I got you.
Freaking, yeah. I went to barber school back in 2012, and then back then the haircuts. I graduated and all that, but back then the haircuts were like $10, $15. So I wasn't really motivated because I had an opportunity to make like $1,000 a week at the job. doing like this architecting job. But I'm sick of working for the man. You know, we don't get no raises like that. The economy, you know, all this other shit. And I'm starting to get like the itch for cutting hair again. So I signed up for my license and everything. So I'm already start from scratch. So the option is either rent a studio where they have one out here. I'm in Orlando, for instance, to rent a
Okay.
studio for 200 a week, or I could go at a barber chair for like 250 a week.
Got
But
you.
what I was thinking about doing was like making business cards, like print out like 100 business cards, and then go to people because I haven't cut like that. So I want to go to people that I know I could cut their hair, that I'm confident I could do their haircut. Get them the business card, like, yo, hey, I'm doing a free haircut. Just bring this card and I'll get a hole puncher. I'll punch a hole in it so they can't reuse it. And obviously like start the Instagram so I could do the before and after, maybe even do some YouTube shit, like record my journey because everybody want to see the underdog go from the beginning to the end. And basically like, that's what I was thinking to do that because I don't really need the money. Like at the moment, like I'm good for like a year if I wanted to without working. I saved up. So that's the little advantage I have. Like I don't mind cutting for free fucking to the end of the year if I have to, just to build up that clientele. And if they like it, they come. If they don't, it's all good. Because haircuts is so much money right now, I feel like a lot of people won't deny a free cut.
True. So what's your question? If you should go to a barbershop or a studio?
I'm thinking that was basically, I'm thinking the studio would be better to do that because I have my own schedule and there's a 24-hour access. Like I'm so hungry that, I mean, I'm a hustler, so I'll do a haircut at 10 o'clock, 6 in the morning. It don't matter. It's 4 in the morning. My schedule's open. But that was just basically an idea that I thought about getting clientele. Just give out. I know everybody ain't in a position to work to rent something for a month, pay $800 and not make no money, and also buy the machines and whatever. But a person in my shoes, where I got like, for instance, I could be good for the rest of the year and not work because I saved up or whatever, and I could buy whatever machine I want, whatever shears, whatever, anything if I really wanted to, equipment, all that. So it's just the only other thing that's kind of messing me up is a lot of people are getting this new hairstyle that is like a broccoli or whatever. It's like all like fuzzy in the top with the skin fade, like the character from Simpsons, the clown, like that weird haircut. But I'm feeling like that should be easier to do because back then because I'm 42. So back like when I was in high school in the 90s, like you had to have an edge up, your fade, everything had to be on point. Now, like you don't see the edge up and you don't really see the fade. It's like a mop on top of the head. So I'm noticing
basically what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm watching a lot of tutorials because at first I couldn't really catch it, but now I'm realizing it's the clipper with the comb. That's what connects that little thing I'm missing right there. So the questions I did have was I bought a saber trimmer and I bought the boosted. I was gonna do this 2 years ago. I got all amped up and everything. Bought a laptop, everything. Bought a GoPro. Bought a gimbal, and then I got distracted. Got a baby coming in the way, and just we got renovating my house and everything. So now I want to get back into it. So I'm noticing like with the finisher clipper, like to have 2 different clippers. Like one's a clipper that you start the haircut with, and what blade do you recommend to start the haircut with, and what type of blade do you recommend to end the haircut with?
Got you. All right, so you gave me a lot of information. And I appreciate it because I can really break this down to my thought process on what I would do if I was you. So here's the main thing. The first thing about getting into a shop or a studio, right? I mean, barbershop or a studio. Now you thinking that you're saving yourself $50 a month, right? But at the same time, there's different overhead with a studio than there is with a shop. Because when you just paying for a chair, that's one thing. But when you are renting out a studio, that's another thing. Is that 200 utilities included?
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to buy like the chair cost because they have like one of them little stylish chairs, but I want a chair where you could go back and everything. So I've been looking like on OfferUp and Facebook Market for that. And I'm gonna have to buy like a mirror, little station, get some lights, to get lighting, maybe a little TV in there.
So no matter what, 200. No matter how much electric you use,
Yeah,
water you
and
use,
24-hour access and everything.
24
Because
hour access.
I also was thinking about like utilize it and do like some type of like podcasting thing as a hobby that I want to do at nighttime, like the after
Yeah.
hours. Because she said I could go there 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to kind of do like a lifestyle podcast. Because there's a lot of like this new generation. I feel like there are a lot of simps. They don't know how to talk to girls and everything. They thinking like to talk to them they got to spend money. Really, that ain't it. And they don't know how to approach. They scared of rejection. I got a friend that he's been out the game for like 18 years. He just got divorced and he's over here going on sugar daddy apps and trying to wife up
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just
I mean, honestly,
he don't know. So I'm trying to teach people also lifestyle, how to
uh,
get fly haircuts, dress, what to say,
got you. So life,
hobby, work out,
just
eat.
lifestyle stuff like that.
Yeah. To
Okay,
cool birds. I
help
don't
each
want to
other.
bring people to my house on the podcast. I rather bring them over there, like when I'm doing little
Right.
interviews with girls, get girls' point of view of things.
Mhm. Well,
Just
I
little
mean,
hobby and shit.
it's funny you said it because if it was me, I'm like, how to turn men into husbands is like that's that's my thought process because to be honest, respectfully, most men if they understand how to be themselves, then how to attract wouldn't even be a problem. Most men that don't know how to be themselves is kind of the ones that struggle with that. But that's a whole different conversation. But
Yeah.
let's get back to this. To be honest, it all depends on your end goal. If your end goal is to be, you know, to get you going, to get you leveled up and stuff like that, and help in that way that you can impact on the individual, like as just you, or if you get into a shop, that's like, okay, you know what? I'm getting into a shop because one day I'm gonna have my own shop. Like, do you want to help build up barbers? If that's the case, then I'll definitely say go the shop route. Because I'll be honest, I don't think it's wise to get a studio first, like it's straight off rip, and then say, you know what, I'm gonna open up a shop. And you ain't even never been in the operations of a shop. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But if that's not your route, then maybe the studio it does work for you because you got other things that you want to do with it. So there's no
Yeah.
like I always say this to people. I said this to somebody actually like yesterday. If you are planning on getting your own shop one day, then the studio has to be just for a season. I don't think that if you come out of barber school or anything like that, you should get into a studio. Unless you mean that you just want to be an isolated person and you have your own stuff that you want to do that has nothing to do with you building up a shop. So that's how I would depict that on what's your end goal. If your end goal ain't a barbershop, then stick to the studio route. But if you do want a barbershop one day, I think you will want experience in a barbershop, But that's just my thoughts on that. When it comes to your finishing clippers and trimmers and stuff like that, depending on the blade, to be honest, man, a lot of that deals with texture. So I have a lot of different options based off of texture. So what are the best tools that can give me the best cut no matter the texture, right? So I would say yes, the Saber tools with the Echo Blade is nice. I have my JRL. The JRLs are actually really nice. Honestly, this is a good starter clipper. The Wall Vapor is a great fading and ending clipper, but so are most Andis clippers because of the old school blades. Honestly, if you haven't noticed, most brands are going back to the old school style of the blades. Now, the main thing is too is that it depends on the cutting blade too. So I would say who has the best cutting blades? Easily, Master has the best. Like Andis has one of the best cutting blades. The Magic Clips with that stagger tooth. I have my vapors with the stagger tooth blade. That is a beast finisher. Like it really, really is. Um, the Sabers is good because I do like the Echo Blade, but it crunches so loud all the time. Sometimes I need something that has a nice crisp instead of a loud crisp. There's subtle differences in that. Um, when you have I do like just a fade blade, like just the fade blade. It doesn't always have to be a vapor blade. I don't need to always be a fusion blade. So most companies have that blade. The thing is that what blade gets hot quicker?
Gotcha. See, 'cause what I did was because I went back in 2023 when I bought the Clippers, whatever. When I was doing my research because, like I said, I haven't bought clippers since 2012. Back then, it was the Andy
Mhm.
Masters and the seniors and the fast feeds and the
Mhm.
detailers and the
Mhm.
Andy T liners and also the black Andy one, the longer one. It was like they kind of messed up on me, but it was like another machine that was long. It was an Andes trimmers, the black one.
Mhm.
But I used to have those machines back in the days when everything was corded. So when I started doing research in 2023, I was looking at different YouTubes. And now even from 2023 to now, I notice there's a lot more people putting content out. But
Mhm.
I had people were recommending the Rebels at the time, but then I kind of liked the feel of the Boost. So what I did was I bought the Boost, but it came with the Fade blade, so I switched it to the Vapor blade.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like a Rebel. I just like the
Yep.
feel of the Boost better, and then I bought the Sabers, and I love the Sabers. You know,
Mhm.
they the little cuts I did, it was straight out the box, hitting nice, clean, and everything. I still got my old clippers too with the cord. Like
Mhm.
I thought about making my T out, my Andes T outliners, like skeleton it out and then get a better blade. Oh,
Yeah.
and then I also on D blade, you know, like the D blade people, the people that they
I
had a
I
special,
just got the Viper trimmer from her.
yeah, they got a special where they had an instinct metal where it's sharpened and zero gap for 155. So I
That's a
bought
good
it
deal.
real quick. Yeah, I jumped on it, but then that's why I don't like buying stuff online. I'm kind of the old school. When I went to the Pro Style Tooling, because they over here based in Orlando, Altima.
Mhm.
So I went to the store and I felt them. I'm like, damn, I kind of like how the Sabers feel, but I just might use that as my I zero gapped it, but I might use it as to cut the bulk to like lower stuff down and do the body or whatever, or
Got you. So
to do
when you
like
say by feel, what do you mean? What do you mean? What is
like the
it?
top part. The top part of it is kind of like you know how it's wide in the top of it, closer to the blade. I haven't cut with it. I'm gonna try to cut with it to see, but I like how my sabers felt, how they were all like kind of more skinnier than
Same.
I had like more space. It was more like how almost the skeleton is, how it has a longer neck. I felt like the instinct when I looked at it,
Oh,
it
you
had like
talking about the trimmer?
yeah, the trimmer.
Got you. Got you. I'm
The
thinking that you're
trimmer.
talking about the clipper.
Oh no, I didn't buy the clipper because they saying it got too hot. So I was
Got
thinking
you.
of I'm in between of a Onyx or the Saber 2.
So
I'm between those two.
let me just make this clear. We talking about just trimmers.
Well, I bought the trimmer Instinct. So right
Uh-huh.
now I got an Instinct trimmer coming in the mail. That's zero
Okay.
gap and sharpen. I got my Sabers trimmers. Now
Mhm.
with the Clippers, that's the one that I'm kind of deciding what to do. 'Cause I have the boosted with the Vapor blade, but I'm wondering if I should get the Saber 2
Oh,
or
you
the
never tried the saber tooth?
JRL. My barber actually cut my hair with that, and he did my whole haircut with the Saber too. It wasn't that loud. It reminds me, like you said, of the Andes. Like it didn't bother me.
Right. I mean,
He loves that shit. He goes through like every 2 weeks he has a new blade, like he a new machines, like a kid with a toy. Like he likes to
yeah.
try everything, and he's stuck on that right now.
You said that or the J what JRL? Which one?
The Onyx one,
The Onyx?
yeah, because I'm hearing a lot of good things about the Onyx, and then the Saber. I'm thinking about buying both. I don't know.
All right. So did you hear only because they're right here in front of me. Did you hear about these?
Yeah, but that's the I gotta buy those in a bundle. And then when I was looking at the research, they were trying to say the trimmers were and all that.
Yo, man, was you here last week?
Yeah, but I don't think I talked about those. I was there for a little bit, and I had to
Oh,
wake up
okay. No,
early.
I only said it because I was just talking about how brands come out with stuff in bundles, and sometimes it's like, but we only want the trimmer, or we only want the clipper, or why
Exactly.
not?
Yeah,
We can't mix it with stuff that they already have on the site. So it's just kind of funny that you're talking about that because this
yeah,
is,
that was your topic last week. I remember.
yeah, that was that like I know this is a legitimate problem because some barbers want just this, but they don't want to have to take the hit if they don't want this. So it's like, why pay
Exactly.
400, just
But,
because I want one of them and not the other. I
oh,
do get that. I do get
but
that.
I found something on Instagram. You actually follow them. I think they call Arsenal Barber Supply or something like that. You follow
Who?
them and stuff. I think it's called
Arsenal?
Arsenal Barber Supply. Yeah, I follow you on Instagram and you follow them too. Double
Okay.
check what it's called. And they be having bundle deals where they switch up clippers, and they have
Okay.
a deal. But I think it's called Arsenal Barber Supply. These people
Okay. Uh-huh.
following the shit. Or they have a. It sounds too good to be true, but they look reputable. Where they have a they got a JRL Onyx with a FX1 gold trimmer and a FX1 shaver for 269 and two batteries for 269. I was even telling the pro styling people, they're like, he was kind of hating, like, I don't know, man, that sounds too good to be true. But then they have a store and everything. They look official. You follow them. I'm sure you don't follow no bootleg shit. I know you could replicate anything.
Man,
So
nah, I
that's what
ain't.
made me more confident. But for 269, you can't beat that, right?
Nah, you can't.
Onyx. I have
You
that.
can't.
But how's
I
that?
mean,
How's
I
the
know
FX?
why. No, is that the black onyx or the white one?
The black one.
The black one. Okay.
Black
Yeah,
Onyx,
yeah.
the gold FX1 trimmer, and the gold FX1 shaver, and two batteries for 269. I was thinking about jumping on that.
You I mean, the only reason why I probably say that probably is legit is because of uh inventory. And sometimes
Yeah,
people don't understand that part. Like they definitely want you basically getting the shaver and the batteries for free. And
yeah,
they're just
because
get rid of it.
the gold see pro style place, pro style tools, whatever, they give you 20% off
Mhm,
automatically when you go to the store. So it's like 195 with 20% off. I think it's like 162. And
mhm,
then the FX ones, I think they got them for like 200. So at 20% off is like what, 160. So those two
mhm.
alone is more than the 260, 265.
Right.
Plus I'm gonna get the shaver, even though I got a babyless shaver already that I have bought. But
Yeah.
I was looking
Because
at your reviews. You was
that's
talking good about this, the shaver with the handle, the
oh yeah.
FX1 shaver.
I mean, honestly, it's good. It is. It's nice and good and clean, to be honest. And I mean, I like the length of it because of the fact that, anytime that you can have, length to be able to see what you're doing, it's good. Sometimes when stuff is too small, you gotta be real close. Sometimes you don't really know what you're doing. Some barbers, you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
it's not a bad shaver at all. But I can tell you right now that deal was probably 269. If it's 269, they're probably making, and some people probably won't believe this, but they're still making some good money off of it. They're probably making
yeah,
about $50 off of it. Because
yeah.
for 265, one of the things is going for 140, one's going for 100, and then the other two, the batteries are probably
They
they're
saying
just
that's
probably
free.
yeah, they're just
They
dishing that
saying
off.
it's free, but they pay for it. But they probably, I think for them to make money, they probably buying from the distributors like 30% of the price of the retail price. Because they giving me 20% off. They said if I get my barber license, they'll give me 25% off. I'll become a, and they also sell to like the vans that go to the
Right.
barbershops. So I'll
Uh-huh.
probably even get a cheaper price if I get like a LLC and do that type of business. But I don't really want to be buying stuff and sitting on stuff either. A
Right.
lot of these barbers want stuff in consignment. That's how you take a loss.
Got you.
I'm trying to
I mean,
front
honestly,
nothing.
it depends on quantity. Like these
Yeah,
places, they buy certain stuff in quantity, and that price changes. The cheaper it gets, no matter how you know so that's how it goes. So as much as us, it's like yo, that's a sell, but it's like to them, it's like it is a sell for us. We're taking a little bit of a loss on our profit. They're still going to make profit.
yeah.
They're taking a loss on
Sometimes
profit.
they just want to
Taking a
get
loss.
rid of shit, get rid of inventory, keep the
Yeah.
money, use that money to buy something else to make profit off of. It's just like I've been in the game where you got to sell stuff at cost just to get your money back and reinvest. Or like stocks, people sell, they lose $10, but they buy something that makes them $50.
Yeah.
So they kind of come up 40, and then that's
Yeah.
because of tax
That's how
write-off.
it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But honestly, you not the saber twos and the JRLs, man. I'm I'm to ask me is tough because it's like someone like, well, which one would you get? I'm going to tell you, I'm gonna get both.
both, right?
That's just how I am. I'm gonna get
The
both,
way
and then
too.
once I get both, I'm gonna utilize either one to the best of its potential, and that's just that.
Because I could use the sabers as just detail work if it's that annoying. I know kids probably don't want to hear the crunch, so the JRs will be better for kids. And then,
Yeah, and that's another thing. It could be good for kids and still detail work.
yeah. But if I get
You know?
that package, I'm gonna have the FX1 trimmer, I'm gonna have the instinct trimmer, and I'm also gonna have the saber trimmer. I
Right.
guess is 3. I seen people like their stations they be having like on YouTube. They be having like 6 clippers, 6 trimmers. Then
Mhm.
my barber, he only has the Saber 2 trimmer and clippers, and he's cutting, making money.
Good. Right.
So
You don't need all of it, man. You
yeah,
you
only
don't.
the breaks while you cutting hair. Then you need a backup because shit, you could drop it in the
Yeah.
middle of a cut. Then you need the
Yeah.
backup for that. I could see
Always need
that.
it back.
Yeah, because stuff happens.
Yeah.
But you said it, so I should get the. Then I was also looking at the X ergos because it's hard to find the regular ones, but the X ergos are still available. But for 220, I don't know.
Nah.
Yeah, right.
There's clippers that came out that can do the same type of result. And the ones that you're speaking of, the Saber 2s and the JRO Onyx, would definitely suffice.
So I should do the boost will be my starter with the haircut, and
Mhm.
then to finish it off is either gel or the
Saber 2s,
sabers.
yeah.
Or those are two for two different texture hairs.
Well, actually, not really, because when you're dealing with a brushless, when you're dealing with a brushless motor in the Saber 2s in a brush, I think it's a brush motor in the JRLs, how they have their blades set up too as well, it's really not going to make much of a difference. They're both still rotary motors, and they're still going to give out good, smooth, clean cuts. Now, if you would have said, if you would have said something that has a magnetic motor in it, then I'll be talking different than like, yeah, then that's going to make a difference because I wouldn't use that really with coarse hair. I would use that with lightly curly to straight hair and call it a day. But the JRL doesn't matter the texture. Saber twos doesn't matter the texture.
So you could you trying to because also when I was in barber school, like I was more like it was like in more probably it was more like black people and Asians in that area of Orlando that I was at.
Mhm.
So I noticed the fast feeds was good going with the waves when I had the oyster fast feeds back then. They'll be like go nice one with the waves. They all wanted their waves. They didn't want you. You gotta
Mhm.
go with the green. So I noticed that, and then also with blending with crosshair, the Andes was doing good with it. The
Yeah,
Andes
recorded.
master, yeah, it was doing this thing. Then with the Asians, or even if a white person comes, whatever, I would do with the seniors.
Yeah, that
Seniors
makes
would
sense.
be good for their hair. Then yeah,
The corded masters is a magnetic, but it's a continuous power of that magnetic. So honestly, that is a really good setup, but also the blade of it is what helps it even more.
it's that
It
blade,
has
right?
comb teeth, yeah, on the cutting blade and the steel blade is what allowed that master to be one of the best clippers out. The fast feed, same thing. That fast feed blade, if you see how it bevels and lays down, that's why it's the one of the best for waves because it actually lays down with the wave and cuts precise.
Yep.
Especially with that pivot motor. So that being said, it's more power, more torque than anything with the fast feed. So that's why it helps lay down because once it cuts, it cuts. There ain't no second guess. Ain't no let me keep going over this spot. You don't have to do that. It's going to
And
cut it well.
and would you still mess with corded clippers?
Yeah, I still got quarter clippers in the shop, man.
I
I,
thought
I, I
about
will always, I will always have quarter
almost like
clippers.
even like the GTX is a good out. I remember the GTX, the black one, we skeletoned it out. That was like a
Yeah,
nice one. It
I
was
got. Yeah,
corded.
I keep that.
It's good to
Very,
have that. Right? Even if you didn't have it, you would have bought one
very much so.
just to start, just to have, right?
Yeah, I honestly don't think that there's anything corded that people should just stay away from. Honestly, I think a corded master is a must. I think a corded TI liner is a must. Like those two, and I have corded fast feeds still. I got all the fast feeds. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I got them all. Like I was a fast feeds fan. So to me, like, yeah,
Yeah,
I
my,
would never
my
let go
masters,
of
the
it.
leveler got messed up where it didn't stay still. Then I think I
Mhm.
gave away my fast feeds 'cause I wasn't cutting hair no more. I should have kept them. All I got now is just the TR liners. I got the
Mhm.
wall detailers with the cord, and I
Yeah.
got
The wall details corded is
they
is
was sharp. Those were some.
yeah, yeah.
I used
Those
to
can do some good work.
the old
But
ones
those
and
but the high
I got
vises though, they
scenes.
they took over. They took over.
Yeah, you was telling me about that, and I could get the hybrids for like 130 something. I seen it at the shop. I was looking at it.
Yeah, ain't
I
the
thought
silver
about
ones. Ain't nobody.
I'm gonna be overkill because if I do that package deal, if I have the FX1 trimmers and the instant trimmers that is zero gap and sharpen, and I also got the sabers. Which one is going to be my detail limit? Which one's going to be my bulk? Which one's going to be for kids? I got to
Right,
buy
right.
something for kids. I think the
Well, the
Andes,
sabers are quiet.
yeah, saber's quiet.
Yeah,
But would I
sabers
have
are.
to push the blade back? Because I noticed it could be a little bit sharp the way it is.
Is it set that way already?
That's how it came. Yeah, like
Okay. I mean, it all depends. Like, how does it feel on you? Like right here, how does that feel on you?
um, it does good because I had my girl. She to shave my back with them,
Hmm.
and she bit me in my cut like right here. I don't know what she did it rough with, but I know I got bit back here. So I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
what the heck I'm doing?
That's
So I
different.
know.
That's different. And wifey hands and barber hands is a little
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Always my
I get
right
what you're saying.
side, man. I'm like,
You
what the
might have
hell?
to pull it back a little bit, but the sabers are definitely good for kids. I used to use my sabers all the time for kids.
And I thought about buying a little small blade, the precision. I think it was called
Yeah,
precision blade.
that's good too. Yeah,
Because kids got
the
a little
small little
small
corners.
for it.
Yeah,
So I don't want to cut their eyebrow or nothing.
yeah,
So
and that's good,
yeah,
man.
so that's just what it is, man. Like I gotta feel like try I don't know, I kinda it was exciting to like transform someone. They looking like a freaking caveman. I got them looking like a human being again. Then, because in
Right,
barber
right.
school, I was cutting hair, and also people I used to cut, like friends or whatever. But I just hate cutting at a house. Like I need to be in the shop and be dirty already, be in the mood like that. That bathroom cutting is like working on a car in the driveway or working in a mechanic shop where you can
Facts,
lift it.
facts.
I need that chair. I
That's a
want
good
to spin. I
comparison.
need to light the mirror. But
Yeah,
and people used to say, yo, man, I got laid, man. I went on a date, I got laid off this cut. Do the same exact like bring you build people's confidence up. So as I was saying, like that podcast, teaching people how to. Because I used to be single for years. I just COVID happened. I met a good girl. Then been with her about to be 6 years. Got a kid now, so I'm out the game. But what a lot of people my age that got into a relationship in their 20s now they divorced. Now they starting from
yeah.
scratch and they talking about nah man it ain't the same. Girls just want money now. And you gotta buy.
Yeah,
You gotta
no,
have a nice car. This and that. I'm like nah man. I used to be on an air mattress with no
sure.
job, driving a Mazda, smashing left and right. It's not the money, man.
It's about identity. It's about identity.
Yeah.
Uh, you know who you are. You know you are. You know, as a Christian brother that has a wife, we about to celebrate 10 years in marriage. If you know
So,
who you are, if you know who you are, you know what you're going for. That's where it really hits, and that's where it really counts. To be honest, at the end of the
no,
day,
you right. You right. I'm the same way. I'm just trying to, not even like trying to make people into players. So it ain't trying to be like no hitch. It's just a lot of these guys began taking advantage of, man. Like my boy, he goes to take a girl to go eat, and she brought her friend, saying, "Oh, she never ate at the Cheesecake Factory." I would have been like, "What?"
yeah.
I'd have been like, "I'm out, man." I'm like,
But where then I'll have to question a friend like, what did you? Cause see, I'm one of these. Like I'm one of those friends. Like, yo, well, how did you attract that? Yeah, I have a
being
daughter.
nice.
I like you gotta ask questions. If you don't ask questions, then I'm looking at you. Because how did you get to that point? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We all have experienced some things in life that it's like you should learn the wisdom to know that there's certain questions you need to ask. Period.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying. But look, I'm gonna go ahead and get going.
Nah, nah, I appreciate. Oh, one more
Appreciate you
question.
coming through.
If you
What's
don't
up?
mind, with the shears, I've been hearing about the I think it's called fresh shears. You
Fresh
recommend them?
shears? Yeah, they're
Yeah,
good.
and I should get some or texture shears in like a 6 inch and a 7 inch.
Well, okay. So my shears, I have my thumb is on a swivel. I honestly like mine's on a swivel. I've been using shears for some time, and there's nothing wrong with the straight one, but the swivel will actually help you keep your elbow down, and you'll be able to just cut the shears like this. You get what I'm
Also
saying?
recommend the swivel one.
Yeah, the swivel is really really nice. If they had, I
And how
think Fresh.
many inches you think I should get? Yeah, they had them. I seen them.
I
They
would I
they're
would
$10 more.
I wouldn't go I wouldn't go past 7. I think between 6 and 7 should be like really really like a healthy size. You go past 7, honestly, I think that's when you really should start getting in the shears that kind of curve because now Now you're doing like some nice clean detailing or whatever like that. But for me, I'm staying right at 7.
7.
Yeah.
So should I get a 7 and a 5.5? Or I'm good with just a 7? Could they say the 5.5 or 6 is good for like
Yeah. I would do the
shortcut, and
6.
then the 7 is for the comb?
Yeah. I would do the 6.
So 6, 7, and
I would do
then
a 6 and a 7.
the thinning shears, right? That's like the texture.
Yeah. Now, so here's the thing. When it comes to thinning shears, there's different amount of teeth difference. So the ones that I have is a 44 tooth.
44. All right.
If you get some that are too like that's the generic like teeth. If you get like lower ones like what 28, 32, whatever like that, it's bigger gaps in the teeth. So that's a different texturing. You get what I'm saying? So if you're doing like a comb over, you want a nice smooth. So you want more teeth. So I would try a 44. I'll start out with a 44.
So 44 with the thinning or whatever thinning shears,
Yeah.
and then a 6 and a 7.
Yep.
The swivels on both.
I don't have swivel on the thinning shears.
I'm talking about on the 6 and the 7.
Nah, you don't. I mean,
Just on
whatever
the
one
7.
you use the most, that's the one I will probably have.
Because if I'm gonna do the comb, I need the 7, and then if I'm gonna just touch up, I've seen how I've been looking
Yeah,
at so much
yeah,
tutorials now,
yeah.
and they touching up.
I
They do
wouldn't.
like
That
a
don't need to be
5.5 or
swivel.
6.
You probably won't even like that one to be swivel, to be honest.
Got you. So just the 7, and then all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot, man,
problem,
for the
man.
jewels, man.
No
Beautiful
problem,
thinking,
bro.
man.
Maybe be blessed.
All right.
All right, y'all. So I appreciate not that John said ban. I wasn't trying to ban him. I just wanted to let him go. So I appreciate y'all for hopping on. If y'all have any other questions, I'll take about 2 or 3 more questions. But other than that, y'all, yeah, remember what I said, yo. Utilize the tools that we have out there today, and your business can elevate, like for real, for real. And this video is coming out soon. It's so funny. He said something about I wanted to get the clipper, but I wasn't really thinking about the trimmer. That was a hot topic. If y'all don't see what I'm if y'all don't know what time, like when I was talking about the combo sets, look at last week. Jason said, low key, I want to buy some Wall Senior cordless. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with having a Wall Senior cordless. Always been a clean clipper to rock with. I got the new Legends from Wall. Shout out to Wall for sending them to me. And I did, I think 3 cuts so far with them. You're welcome, bro. Yeah, I did 3 cuts so far with them. And how can I say this? They kind of remind me of the Seniors. And they cut good. Now, I have like in the video, y'all see, I got 2 of them. I'm not gonna keep both of them, but the one I'm using, I'm gonna probably rock it for a little bit just to see where it really how it performs the best. Now, of course, this has a cutting blade on it. You know what? I didn't check that. I'll check that when I come in. But it has a different cutting blade on it compared to the other stuff that I was using, and I wanna see something about it. So shout out to Wall for that. But any other questions? If not, I'm gonna go ahead, y'all, and have a chill night. My team, what is this? What is this? Crazy. If I'm getting the sabers and the JRL, should I also get the magic clippers? Or is that overkill? I mean, if you get the magic clips, that means that's kind of overkill, but I would just buy the stagger tube cutting blade and put that on something. You might like it on something. You might like it on the sabers. I'm not sure. The cutting blade, the magic clip cutting blade, the stagger tube cutting blade with the echo blade would be crazy. I don't even think I tried that yet. What's your feedback on running a mobile house call business? I work at a commission shop trying to build clientele outside of that, trying to figure out how to scale clients outside the shop. Now, let me ask you this. Do you like the commission shop that you're in? Good night. Love you. Running a mobile house call business. I'm asking me about house calls is I'm probably not the best, but I'm trying to get your mindset when it comes to the commission shop real quick. Because I'm not a mobile house call type of person. I'm not. What Andes GTX trimmer would you recommend for hitters? The latest ones? Or I would well see you said GTX trimmer. I'm gonna say the latest ones. But if there's another way you can set it up is get the Andes Phenom trimmer and then get the newest blade, the Enforce blade. That's on the EXO2. Then that would be a hitter. Can I put that blade on the boosted? I believe so. Yeah, you should. You definitely should be able to. You can put the stagger tooth on Stylecraft. I think they all have that same type of like, I don't want to. It's like a stretch hexagon piece that's in the middle, and I think every cutting blade has that. So I think so. Yeah, it's high volume and a good gig overall. Just don't feel like it would be a forever shop to be at. It's on a military base. Okay, okay. So let me go back to your original question. What is your feedback on running a mobile house call business? All right, so let me just say it like this. It's high volume. It's a good gig overall. Just feel like it will be a forever shop. Don't feel like it'll be a forever to be at. So basically, how do you get yourself to be accessible after you leave that type of shop? So being a mobile house barber. I mean, I think it's possible. Mm. What type of barber we are you going to try to be? Are you going to be more high end or anybody? Because I'll be honest with you, if I'm doing mobile house calls, mobile barber house like if I'm doing house calls, respectfully, I'm gonna try to reach for high end clients. So when I mean high end clients, I mean those that don't really have much time to go into the shop. I'm probably targeting dentists, doctors, lawyers. I'm targeting honestly like the police station. Y'all probably think I'm crazy. I'm targeting firemen. I'm targeting anything that has to do with like overnight, whatever like that. I have a few clients that are like overnight clients and they come in dumb early in the morning because I have a feeling that I need some early clients, and majority of my early clients are doctors, nurses, dentists, uh, even car salesmen. So my thing is that what kind of clientele are you trying to aim towards? So if you're just trying to get the regular Joe, average person, and try to make it into a mobile business that way, I think that could be somewhat of a struggle. You got to figure out who is your target audience when it comes to that. To me, like if I had to think about doing mobile, I got to like, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. Like matter of fact, I did there's a federal like building not that far from me, and those that work there, their lunch is a little bit longer than others. So you can do that. You get what I'm saying? Like you can service those people. You just got to know your target audience. But me, I don't know if I would do that. I'll probably rather. I don't know. If you don't want to do that, and you're gonna be stationed somewhere, or you're gonna be somewhere for a long time, I'll just get a studio. It's like 30 hours a week at the shop, so there's time in between. Got you. Okay. Yeah, if that's the case, and you still have time, then I would just really try to target high end. Those that are really looking for that. And how do you find that out? It's kind of, not to say it's self-explanatory, but it's like, just think about those that doesn't seem like they get to the shop. What what type of business of people do you see not be able to make it to the shop that much? Like if you offered your services, you had a card that says you're a mobile barber at a hospital or whatever like that. I know that might sound crazy, but I'm serious. You might be surprised. Off topic, but would you recommend that? Yes, yes, like yes. Like my one of my most recent videos, I made this I think I made this the best all around trimmer. So yeah. Poncho, what's going on, bro? Shout out to Poncho, man. Doing some dope things. Appreciate the feedback. You're welcome. Yeah, man. I'll go to hospitals, I'll go to car dealerships, uh, I even go to dentist offices. You'll be surprised. Like, trust me when I say these people, once they have a small gap, they have a small gap and they want their hair done quick. Some of them, not all of them, but they want their haircut right after work or right in between clients. I have a few dentists that come in right between their clients. I'm right down the street from them, but they hurry up and get in. They get their cut. They get back to work. So it all depends how you want to go about it. I got one person left. That's tough. What do you recommend to blow off the hair off the clients? Blow dryer or a cordless duster blower? So I actually have both. I have, let me show you the ones I have. I do, well, I use a blow dryer, yeah, but I'll use this right here. And honestly, if I was you, I would just have this in the shop, period. And when you do get this, get it from the original site. Yes, I'm telling y'all how to do this. Get it from the original site, use my discount code, and you'll thank me later. Remove that. Hold on, stop screen. Let me go ahead and share screen. Just go ahead and just buy this. I'm not even lying. You'll appreciate it once you have it. It's $50. Use my discount code concise15, and this is one of the best things I have. I have clients. See, it all depends what kind of service you want to do, right? That thing blows off the client. It be herring on the floor, between the tools and all of that. I use that. Sometimes, depending on what area that I'm blowing off, like in my studio, I use the blow dryer because I don't need it to be that much. Sometimes people come in with fresh kicks. I use that blower. It gets it off real quick. $50, concise 15. Save yourself some money. Like, to me, it's a no brainer. But that's what I would do. Appreciate you, man. Excited to test out the trimmer. Have a good night. You too. Now, I'm not sure where you're getting it from, but if you're trying to get on the Ennis website, just use my discount code concise 10. Yeah, concise 10. do you do you game? You have the perfect setup to stream. Nah, but I should though, right? What game what game should I stream though? What's a good streaming game? You know what I'm saying? This is the one right here. Why that's not? This is the one right here. This blower right here. The studio, Stylecraft Studio blower. I lie to like I wouldn't lie to you. Like this does an amazing job. You said 2K, Call of Duty. All right, so this going to sound crazy. I probably won't stream 2K. I'll play 2K, but 2K I'm never satisfied with the gameplay. I'm being honest. As a person that plays basketball, I'm not. Now Call of Duty, we can do that. We can do that. But I surprisingly enough, as a basketball player, Madden, I'm low key dumb nice in Madden. I be having people that come over, man, random every now and then. They're saying they be beating everybody. Then randomly we play, and then I don't know, somehow I win. But okay, I don't know. Before I even get into like streaming and stuff like that, before I get into anything else, I honestly feel like uh I have to create a channel, and I am actually creating a channel. Uh it's more like it's my Christian based channel, um and basically for men. So before I can do any other stuff out here on like YouTube and stream whatever like that, I definitely feel like I need to I need to do that task first. So yeah. Well, look, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of this thing, man. I appreciate y'all, like I said, for continuing to tune in. If y'all ever need any questions or anything like that, just go ahead and just reach out to me, y'all. Just stay in the know. This is what we do. Let me remove that. Let me add this to the stage. Just stay in the know. Reach out to me any of these ways. Let's connect. And yeah, y'all have a good one. And I appreciate y'all. But nah, I can't do Fortnite either, yo. My daughter, she tortures me on Fortnite. So we believe in you, Nate. Have a blessed week. Have a blessed week too, Jason. I appreciate you. Y'all take it easy.